my God, I have to get behind this. It's a DeLorean. And he has the license plate. Out of time.
Hey YouTube, welcome back. Seeing that DeLorean the other day made my entire week. If you own one that doesn't include a Back to the Future reference, you're doing it wrong. My footage of that DeLorean is also appropriate for this video because I had to come back after shooting this week's car and refilm this entire intro. I basically just time traveled. So, this week I ended up heading back to that exotic car business in Bellevue, the same one where I filmed that Ferrari 488. However, the car that I originally had scheduled ended up having to go to the shop, and I found this out while I was driving on my way to the shoot. But fortunately, the friends that I've made at this place were flexible enough to let me shoot another amazing car. And if you've watched my videos, you guys might recognize it.
Guys, I think it's the S2000 that was with us last time. We went on over to this exotic car place. I don't know if you guys can see it back there. He knew he was on camera. So I just got off the phone checking in with the guys at the exotic car place. They let me know that unfortunately the car that I had planned is in the shop today. They're supposed to give me a call. I must have missed it. I'm almost already there, so we're gonna sit down and I guess just see what's available and go from there. I'm just as in the dark as you guys. I love coming to this place. No matter what day, you know, if it's raining or not, you can always see cars on the lot there. It's really cool. God, it looks like they don't have a whole lot of business today. No one's really here. We're gonna see what we can figure out. What do we got today? There's a Gallardo right there. It's like an SLS outside. Super cool. Oh, I love this place. I love coming here.
Well guys, we're back. And look what we get to hang out with today. It's the McLaren 2016 650s Spider. It's got that 3.8 liter twin turbo V8 in the back, and it has the same powertrain as McLaren's P1 supercar. This guy has 641 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque, and it gets you 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. That's about the same 0 to 60 as the Lamborghini Aventador that we checked out, and this is about half the cost. The original MSRP on this car specifically was $281,000. Considering that everything on this car is basically carbon fiber, doesn't surprise me. And the max speed is 205 miles an hour. So my guy Eric here, he was nice enough to get the McLaren set up for us. So we're gonna do what we do, walk around it, go inside it, check this car out, and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with me.
Alright guys, something that I always miss videoing whenever I shoot these cars is actually opening the doors themselves. So I'm going to make sure and get it this time for you guys. Looking at the McLaren, there is a nice little just hidden button right here. So if you put your hand underneath it, pop it up, the window cracks open, door pops open, easy lift. And then we're on inside. So sitting down in the McLaren, pretty tight. Oh yeah. There we go. Guys, the GoPro doesn't do well with dark, so we're gonna go ahead and take off the roof on this thing. To do that, we just push down on this button right here on the center console. And then when you're done, it gives you a little beep right there on the center dashboard. And I don't know how well you guys can see this, but the light reflecting off the carbon fiber looks absolutely phenomenal. Guys, I usually don't do anything with the infotainment systems on these because they're just so complicated and I just don't know anything about them. But this one is super simple. It's just a regular touchpad here. You have your navigation, your phone, media, apps. In the apps, you have maps, rear camera. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, there. Oh.
It is a little foggy at the moment. Looks like there may be some fingerprints on it. But then we have the home screen here.
I didn't know that.
Again, going back. For a supercar, this thing is extremely easy to navigate through. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and give it a start here. Get out of the McLaren, there's a little latch right here. You pull up and then push with your elbow. And since it's carbon fiber, it's so light. And this car actually has an extreme amount of storage space in it. I mean, check this out. Everything you need can go right here. One thing that I found interesting before I leave here is that I saw that this car actually has cup holders in it. And I didn't think they did that in supercars. But check it out, right underneath here, there's a little compartment for it. Now I don't know how you're supposed to get your cup in and out of there, but it's there. One of the things that I saw on Doug Demuro's videos was this right here. And what that is since the doors are all mechanical themselves, this is the manual release. If the battery ever dies and you're stuck in the car, it unsnaps here, and you can pull it, and that'll unlatch the hinge right here, and you can push the door open. The front trunk release is actually on the center console itself. And if you follow this line specifically right here, just underneath, you'll be able to feel the tongue, push it over, and then it lifts up super simple. And you know, the space in the front trunk reminds me of just about as much space in the Ferrari 488 that we saw here as well. We'll go ahead and give it a close here. Super simple. And I actually had to get help to figure out where the latch was for the hood in the back. It's actually on the door itself right here. So if I press that button, that pops up. There's not much going on since it's the Spider itself and everything kind of has to tuck in, but you can lift up and kind of get a glimpse of what's going on. And I doubt if this even weighs half a pound.
Well guys, that was the 2016 McLaren 650s Spider. And I tell you one thing, I'm never gonna get tired of listening to that exhaust. I wanted to say a big thanks again to my guys here for letting me come in and shoot, even though the car that we originally had scheduled is in the shop. But as always, now it's time to head home and get this footage uploaded for you. Back at home now, and yeah, what an awesome car. Out of all the exotic cars I've filmed so far, the McLaren 650s Spider has felt the most comfortable and actually seemed the most user-friendly. Again, my guy Doug Demuro did a video on the McLaren 650s Spider, but his was a 2015. I'll put a link to that video in the description below for you guys to check out. Well, that about wraps it up for this week's video. As always, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Okay. But fortunately, the friends I've made at this place, dogs. Okay, so